So today's video, we're going to the gym, going to go through a workout with you. I'm going to talk to you about all the movements that I'm doing today, why I do them, the science behind muscle building, what we know, what we don't know, what might be the best practices. Let's go to the gym. All right, guys, so we're starting off today. When I'm talking about building muscle, I talk about priorities, right? So I'm always going to prioritize the muscle group I'm trying to grow the most first because you've got the most strength. So that's a prioritization principle that goes all the way back to like Joe Reeder. So I always start my chest days. So this is a pressing day. So in order of priority for me, it is chest first, shoulders and triceps are far secondary. So we're going to focus on chest. So I really want to focus on upper chest. And for that, I like an incline dumbbell, starting light, literally just activation, get some blood in there, guys. I'm 47 years old, so I really take my time and get warm. But we're going to do a top set. And it's going to be a full out high intensity set. I'm going to go as heavy as I can for somewhere in that 3 to 8 range. And then I'll probably do a drop set at that. But until then, it's all about getting everything warm, activated. We'll get a little bit of training volume in leading up to that top set and before we move on to our next exercise. Talk a little bit about technique on this movement because I think what a lot of people do, I'll show you how not to do it. Shoulders, at least for me, took over everything when I first started. So if you get into position for a chest press, you don't want your elbows out wide, okay? This is anterior delts, right? You don't want your elbows too tight. This is more triceps. You want to be at about 45 degrees. Imagine you're holding a tennis ball in your armpits. And this way, when you contract, you can actually see the chest muscle contracting, okay? So yeah, that's just a lot of people will start training chest and they'll actually only grow their shoulders because shoulders typically are a little bit stronger than pecs, at least when you start training.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah.
All right, guys, so I'll typically make 15-pound jumps in my warm-up. So 35, 50, 65, 80, and then I may do a 90, and then I'm gonna jump up to my working set. So the time I get to my working sets, I'll start resting a little bit longer between sets. These obviously take no time to recover from. I also never want to fatigue myself for my work sets. So even though I'm moving these weights, I'm stopping before I feel any type of fatigue. I feel like a bag of bones with my clothes on right now.
Then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my been ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in there.
I'll do 90 for like 2 or 3 just to see how that feels. And then based on how 90 goes, I'll either do 100, 105, or 110. I don't know, maybe 115, we'll see.
Hey man, if it's moving, lightweight, baby.
You treat lightweight like it's heavy, and your heavyweight feels
baby.
light.
I think it was Gandhi.
Gandhi, yeah. That's what he said. For check-ins at a bodybuilding show, and no one will even look at me. They'll be like, this dude? And then I'll be like, shh, in the backstage, and they'll be like, what the? The thing that determines your success in bodybuilding more than anything is your shoulder to waist ratio.
Yeah.
Like this is, you can't change this. You can add a little bit of muscle up here. This don't change much. So if you've got wide hips and narrow clavicles, sorry man, it's going to be tough, especially in a class like men's physique to stand next to someone.
Get them when they're hand and grip to learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out the books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey.
I think I'll go with 110, see if I can get like 5 or 8. That looks better than 105. All right guys, so this is gonna be my top set. So I'm gonna grab 110 pounds. I'm gonna do it for as many reps as I can do it, clean and healthy. I'm probably gonna do a rest pause, so I'll do as many reps as I can. The nice thing about dumbbells is I can take a rest on my knees, rest for about 15 to 30 seconds until I feel I can get 1 or 2 more reps. Gonna do that, I'm gonna set it back. I'm gonna go immediately into a drop set, probably down to like 70 pounds, where I'm not even gonna count the reps. I just wanna get a lot of blood into the pec, make sure I'm getting good stretch. Yeah, so basically one all-out set. Yeah, I cycle through different training styles. This is my favorite training style for when I'm really lean, because I don't like to do a ton of volume when I'm this lean, because you burn out of your workouts really quickly. So I had some nice carb refeed days. If you didn't watch that video, I did 2 back-to-back refeed days over the weekend. So I'm feeling good, even though it's Wednesday. I haven't burned through all that glycogen yet. So let's see where I'm at with 110.
Something cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like Letterman, y'all better not let them in. They gon' rotate it, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my reign, watch out, stepping it, yeah. And I ain't even got it on, but I'ma get it here. Watch out, touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, breaking, even though.
All right, guys, so now we are on to exercise 2. I'm switching from a free weight to a machine. I don't do a lot of flat pressing anymore. You know, I want to hit the chest from all angles, upper, middle, lower. So this would be kind of a flat middle press. And I'm just taking my stress off the self with the dumbbells, the barbells. These machines are nice. They're converging, which means they actually work in a plane. The purpose of the chest muscle is actually to bring the elbow across the body. So when you're pressing, there should be some internal movement like that. This machine is nice because it does that, keeps the stress on you. Whereas a typical barbell bench press, you're just going out. This is more ergonomically proper. But again, after that all out set, I'm a little fatigued, so I'm just gonna take a couple nice warm-ups and then get right into my work set on this. And again, I feel this all in my chest. Full stretch, full contraction. All right, so that was 100 pounds. It felt like nothing. I'm jumping. The nice thing is also through your second set, I'm already warm now. I don't have to warm up every exercise, so I'm probably gonna jump to 180. I might be doing this whole stack. My all-time PR for bench press is like 400 pounds, so I'm usually a very good presser. 110 for me on incline dumbbell for 8, that's pretty good. I think one of my all-time PRs on that was like 130 for like 8 or 10. I have to look it up on an old YouTube video. So I've always been pretty good at pressing, even when I'm this lean. So let's see where we're at on this machine. The new machine for me. We're at a new gym, EOS, just opened. Big fan. Even though it's crowded, great gym. All right, so this machine, it feels a little wobbly when you go. So I don't feel so stable on it. That was actually a little challenging at 180. So I'm gonna do my top set here. I think that's 210 or 220. So as you saw, now I only needed 2 warm-ups. Take a couple minutes break, and this is gonna be my all-out set.
Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. Hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah. I don't even know what it costs.
Rest, pause, so 30 seconds or so, get a couple more reps immediately into a drop. Intensity, time under tension, stressing that muscle, stressing it, making it pissed off, making it grow. 1, 2, 3.
Hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. Hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my.
All right, now we gotta get on one of those flies. Get a fly, it's open. Bro, these machines are like...
Had you in the first.
No. It's like when someone parks a scooter in the parking lot and you don't see it till you pull it up. Feels good on here. So we're having to switch gears, guys. Usually what I'll do is go through all my chest movements, then switch to shoulders, but because the machine I want to use for chest is taken right now, we're gonna switch to an anterior delt movement, shoulder pressing on a machine. Shoulders are not a big focus for me. My shoulders grow just by breathing. So I usually put them last in a workout, but I do like training them. As always, most muscles of the human body grow when they are stretched to their weakest position. So with the shoulder, I see a lot of people doing shoulder presses, but they don't really bring the elbow down below their shoulder. You gotta do that. You gotta let these muscles stretch to really engage them, okay? So full range of motion on shoulder stuff, lower the weight. Shoulder is very complex, so I never really with shoulders worry too much about the weight, but again, they're not a priority for me. So I just like to bring it all the way down. Good starting position, chest up, elbow below the shoulder. Boom, right there. Good. So I'm not going to do the same technique for shoulders. I don't do an all-out set. I've had a few shoulder injuries over the years. I don't like to put my shoulder in a potentially compromising position, so I'm just going to go with a couple sets for volume, focusing on anterior and medial delt. You're also getting a little bit of upper pec, perhaps a little bit of triceps. Again, that's why I like doing push days, because you're using all of these muscles in almost every exercise. You can't take the triceps and shoulders out of a press, and you can't take the chest and triceps out of a shoulder press. So it's good. Some days I'll switch it up and do like triceps first if I don't want to go heavy on chest, but today I felt good. 110 for 8 was a good day for me. That might have been a PR for this entire prep. I have to look at my records, but I believe that's a PR. Now, I got George filming me. That always helps. This is probably my favorite non-traditional chest exercise. Everyone thinks of pressing. This is actually the purpose of your pectoral muscles, pulling the arm across the body. Most people do these wrong. When I say wrong, I'll show you what I mean. Most people don't keep their shoulders back, so you're using more anterior delts. Keep your shoulders down and behind you. Okay, guys, do not do this. That is shoulders, okay? Down and back. I was always told, imagine you're hugging a tree, right? So my shoulders are not coming forward. My chest is contracting. So you're pulling across the body, okay? Not pushing forward like that. See the difference? Here, not here. And honestly, it can be humbling when you do it right, if you're doing it right, but that's how you make the chest grow. All right. All right, guys, we're just finishing up some tricep work. They already got a little bit of activity, so you don't have to do crazy amounts of volume, but they didn't get full stretch and full extension. So that's what I like to focus on with these movements. Do a couple tries, a couple shoulders. Let's finish with a nice set of dips, which adds everything, chest, shoulders, and tries. I've always had pretty good leverages on triceps, so like these machines, I typically got to do the whole thing. If it lets me.
Yeah. It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots round my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going around there.
Good. Little medial delt. Internally rotate those just a bit, right? Don't go to the side too much. A little bit forward. Just isolate that medial delt. Doesn't require a ton of weight. See a lot of people swinging it. Traps take over, forearms take over. Keep it right on that plane, so it's just that medial delt right there.
Out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like a merry-go. Stand for truth, or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause this the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught slick. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth, and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, it's about where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing, check your